About the MSP Sales Vault. Super excited about this product that I pulled together over the last, let's call it month or so. These are some of my favorite resources to help my clients learn how to sell better, get out of that spot where they feel just a little sleazy and a little slimy with their sales process, and just revolutionize the way that they engage with their list and nurture that list to turn those people from cold, maybe suspects or cold leads into hot prospects. So I'm going to answer, I think it is 4 questions today. The first one is going to be just a bunch of FAQs that I've been getting. We've gotten about a couple of dozen, I think we're at 25, 26 people that have invested in the MSP Sales Vault. And then we've had another 10 or 12 that have asked me questions. We're starting to see a consistent pattern in those questions. So I'm going to answer some FAQs. Then I'm going to be very direct and tell you, is this solution for you or not? We're going to talk a little bit about the investment because apparently I did not make that crystal clear. So I'm going to answer that here in the live. And then finally, I will give you a little bit of insight in terms of why I'm not just giving all of this away for free. And then finally, when you can get this, how you can get this. And my goal is to get this done in about 10 minutes. So wish me luck. And thank you for joining me. I always appreciate seeing people hop on live. So first of all, some FAQs. Is this for me? That's really been a very common thread that I'm seeing in my inbox over the last couple of days. Is this right for me at my stage in business or when I'm focused on solving specific problems in my business? So let me share that if these are some of the problems you're trying to solve, this resource in particular is going to help you inside of the MSP Sales Vault. So the first thing that I'm hearing is, well, I have a list. Maybe it's a small list. Maybe it's a list of a couple hundred, or if you're really, really on your A game, a couple thousand. But you're not really doing a great job of nurturing that list, of converting that list from cold people who barely know what you do into hot prospects who actually are raising their hand and saying, maybe I do want to do business with you. If that is your situation, then one of the resources in there is specifically going to help you out how to turn cold leads into hot prospects. So that is number one. If you are in that situation, this is 100% going to help. Number 2, some of you have shared, like I have kind of a never-ending list of business challenges. And to that, I'm like, well, welcome to being a business owner, because the day that you solve all of those business challenges is probably the day that you no longer have a business, either because you've sold it and those problems now belong to someone else to solve, or you've closed your doors, which is kind of that worst case scenario that I don't want for you. But for those of you that are not in either of those extremes, you're not selling your business today, you're not ready to close your doors, but you have that never ending, that issues list, like Traction calls it, EOS says, have that issues list. And you just feel like that list is getting longer and longer and longer. One of the resources inside of this MSP Sales Vault is going to open up your mind and help you solve those business problems. How do you identify which problems to solve today and which are what I call tomorrow problems? Yes, we maybe need to solve those. Those are challenges we should focus on, but not yet. And then further, I'm going to help you apply some of your troubleshooting skills that you do really, really well when you're troubleshooting client issues and troubleshooting ransomware attacks and things like that. How can you use that same skill set and apply that to your business so that you can solve those business problems and maybe make that issues list just a little bit shorter? And so if that's your situation, then the MSP Sales Vault will help you as well. The next thing I'm hearing is that I'm confident in my cybersecurity stack, my cybersecurity solution. I'm confident in the packaging that I put together, the vendors that I'm partnering with, but I'm a little less than confident about my sales skills. And maybe you even feel slimy or sleazy with your sales skills. Well, I have decided that inside of this bundle, I'm going to give you a PDF of my best-selling book, Simplified Cybersecurity Sales for MSPs. It is literally going to erase that problem for you, remove that sleaze, remove that slime, and help you be confident in how you position yourself, confident in how you sell, and more importantly, confident in how you build the value of your cybersecurity stack and show your clients and prospects why they indeed should invest and should invest with you. The next thing is not necessarily specifically around your cybersecurity sales, but it is around your sales process. And sometimes I hear that the sales process feels complex, or it feels a little like you kind of meander your way around. And when you make a sale, it almost feels accidental because you don't have a true sales process. Well, I'm going to give you my sales process. It's 3 steps. It is the 3 steps that you always follow anytime you're making a sale. And what's going to be cool, in addition to it making you sales, is that when you're the prospect, you're going to be able to watch these 3 things taking place if your salesperson is at all worth their salt. 3 steps. One of them is going to be difficult for you. I unpack that inside of the training, but it's my simple 3 steps to help you close more sales. And it's super simple. You can definitely follow it. So those are kind of the FAQs. Now, I will share this as well. If you grab the bonus when you check out, and about half of you, 60% of you are grabbing the bonus, I am going to ask you to grab the bonus. It is probably the piece of this that I'm the most excited about. It's going to show you how to create a webinar in a matter of minutes. Like literally, you're going to sit down and maybe 60 minutes start to finish, from a rough idea all the way to completion. It's using ChatGPT or Bard or whatever AI tool you are used to using, or maybe you're not used to using it. I'm going to give you the prompts. I have a training that goes along with it. I did this last year at my event, the 2023 event, and it is the #1 requested resource. And it's the #1 resource that everybody was raving about after the event. So I'm giving you not just the training, but also my 10-page PDF that gives you the prompts. And some of these are like half-page long prompts. The prompt engineering is often the magic and the trick, and therefore the most challenging. So I want to give you those prompts as well. I also want to share, let me put the URL on just so you can maybe multitask. Maybe I don't want you to multitask, but pay attention to me. But if you go out to the bit.ly link, you can see the bit.ly MSP Sales Vault. You can go there and get all of the details. But I did have a couple of people say, is the investment looks fair, but is this a one-time investment or is this a monthly? It is not a monthly. This is not monthly recurring charges for you. This is literally a one-time investment. And as I said at the beginning, we've had a couple dozen of you already jump on board, and this will only be open through Monday at midnight. Technically, that's Tuesday morning. So Monday at 11:59 p.m., this goes away. This MSP Sales Vault goes back in the vault. We're going to lock it up. You will not be able to get it again. So it's a one-time investment. I highly recommend that you get the bonus. You'll see that as you're checking out. There's the bonus with the how to create a webinar in minutes. Highly recommend you get that, but you only have until Monday to act. So all day Monday. Don't wait too long though, because then you're going to email me Tuesday. You're going to be grumpy because it's in the vault and I have to stand by my word and you won't be able to get it. So don't make me the bad guy. Just jump in, get it. It is fantastic. I also had one of you, and I love these kinds of questions because they show that my audience is watching and learning and getting better. It's that whole 1% better every day. And one of you was bold enough to say, Jennifer, why are you selling this? Why aren't you giving it away? And I love that because it says a couple of things. Yes, they're a lifelong learner. Secondly, they are noticing a little bit of a shift in the way that I deliver my content. Now, I'm still going to give away free content. I still have a YouTube channel. I still have my Facebook group. We're retooling the way we're delivering value there. You're still going to see value inside of my personal profile. If you follow me on LinkedIn, you see me all the time. None of that is going to change. But what is changing is that some of the best, it's going to be kept gated, but behind low dollar investments like the one I hope that you'll make today or tomorrow. And here's the reason. Number one, it is great content. And sometimes when people see that content is free, it diminishes the value. Free, it must be low value. Untrue, and therefore it's not going to be free anymore. But secondly, we humans are a funny breed, funny mix of all kinds of stuff psychologically. And if we don't pay for something, we don't think it's valuable. And there's something that happens, something that shifts if you pay $1 or $50, even $150. If you pay for something, now it has intrinsic value because you gave up, in this case, an investment in order to get it, and it increases the consumption rate and increases the open rate. So this is not for me a money grab. I mean, like, do the math. If 100 people purchase, even let's say they all get everything, including the bump, the bonus that I've got for you, I think it adds up to like $80. So $80 times 100 people, like, it's nice money, but it's not going to change the way I live. I'm not going to go buy an island tomorrow. I'm not even going to go buy my dream house. So it's not about the money for me. For me, it is about changing the way that you look at sales and changing the way that you look at marketing. And so if I know that free equals almost no one will consume the content, then free does not line up with what I want for you. And so in my own heart, there is a mismatch. I want you to be wildly successful. Therefore, I will not give you my best stuff for free any longer. So you're going to see that shift. That's my commitment to you. And that underscores that I'm a little bit different. I don't want to just give you free stuff that you put on your server and you never look at again. It is not free because I want you to invest a little bit. It's not going to be painful. Most of you are going to be like, oh, she probably should have charged 10 times this. Maybe true, but I do want you to get it, consume it, and for it to change the way that you sell. So that's it. You see the bit.ly on the screen. If you have questions, reach out to me. Most of you are connected to me, obviously, on social. Ping me on social, email me if you want. Be patient because my inbox is overflowing with questions. But this just felt like the best way to get a lot of information in your hands very quickly. So invest in the MSP Sales Vault. If you missed at the very beginning, I explained the problems that this is going to solve for you. Get this, but it's only going to be available to you in this mechanism, and this means through Monday midnight. 11:59 is when we turn off the page, and if you don't get in by then, I can't help you. So that's it. Have an amazing rest of your weekend. I hope you had a fantastic Thanksgiving if you're here in the States, and happy selling. Have a good one.